A Toledo woman reached out to 13 Action News with video of raw sewage covering her basement and claims her apartment manager told her to clean it up herself. Tonight, hours after 13 Action News started asking questions, help finally arrived. 13 Action News reporter Imani Jackson has the story for us.
For more than a week, one family at Southwick Place apartments and townhouses haven't been able to turn on their air conditioning because of the smell coming from sewage in their basement. Lanita Jones has lived at Southwick Place for 7 years. She says the trouble started when a plumbing issue in a neighboring unit went unaddressed. And because she's at the end of the line, everything backed up into her basement. Maintenance came out and she thought the problem was fixed. The next day, she went back downstairs and realized it was much worse than water.
So Wednesday, only one day last week, was my basement clear of nothing. Thursday come, I got sewage of poop, everything.
Days went by. Jones kept waiting. Eventually, someone showed up, but only to clean up the standing water. The sewage remained.
Nothing but like feces. It does go through my house. Like I said, if we turn the air on, it's going through my house. It's very nasty down there.
The smell is why the family hasn't been able to turn on the air conditioning. And some nights, they can't even stay home. They also can't use the basement or wash clothes. And some belongings are gone for good.
Some of their clothes I had to throw away. Some of our clothes got to get thrown away. My exercise thing is down there. His gamer chair is all underneath there, under our washing and dryer. We ain't been able to use it.
Management offered the family a hotel, but Jones says they declined over concerns about its cleanliness. Jones says the apartment staff told her she could clean up the basement herself.
She wanted us to clean it ourselves, and I said, I'm not cleaning that up. I'm not cleaning any of that. That's somebody else's feces. I don't, no offense to anybody, but anybody that's in my shoes and my husband's and my family, they would not want to clean that up as well.
After our interview Saturday night, a disinfection company showed up around 9 p.m. I reached out to Denizen Management, which manages Southwick Place. Both of their offices are closed for the weekend, so we're awaiting their response. We will keep pushing for answers and update you as this story develops. Imani Jackson, 13 Action News.